Hello everybody, this is Havoc and welcome back to Europa Universalis 4 with the Cradle of Civilization DLC. If you haven't already, go and watch my video on the everything new about the DLC. To me, this is one of those DLCs that will very much change the scene of the entire globe. The Third Rome, sort of, I guess, was kind of revolutionary, and I don't know, but this one for sure adds so many different things, so many different mechanics in it as well, that it is hands down probably one of the bigger DLCs. If you ever get a DLC to play with, I would recommend Cradle of Civilization hands down. It shakes up the Middle East a huge amount, brings in a whole bunch of more nations. The Ottomans don't get they don't have claims over Karaman, Ramazan, and Kandar, so that kind of really shakes up the Ottomans. They don't have that initial buff to get going right off the bat. But what we're going to do today, I've seen almost everyone play as the Mamluks, which I understand why, because they have a really cool government type. If you want to see more about the government type, I would recommend you go to Quill 18. That's who I was thinking of. Quill 18's YouTube, and go read his thing on the Mamluk government, because it actually is pretty unique. But despite all that, like I said, a majority of people are playing as the Mamluk. We are going to go over something significantly different. I don't know how well this will work. We will probably die. But we're going to play as the Timurids. Now, traditionally, in patches past, etc., Timurids were a very large chunk of land over here, but I haven't seen a whole lot of people play as them because, well, quite frankly, a lot of them were constantly in civil war. I mean, that's pretty much everything that you saw. It was always covered in this rebellions. Instead, what they've done is they have split up the Timurid Empire. We now have our main section, as well as Afghanistan, Sistan, Fars, Khorasan, and Transoxiana. As you can see, Transoxiana pretty much has almost as much landmass as we do. So here's the kicker. The Great Sultan HForHavoc, who is 67, he is holding the empire together. Their liberty desire is low enough right now where they're not going to rebel right off the bat. But pretty much as soon as he dies, it's over with. I mean, it is civil war. So what we need to do as the Timurids is we need to figure out how we can potentially keep all of our vassals, or at least as many of them as possible, and what we can do to try to keep the empire together is basically what the goal is for this. This will be, I don't really want to call it a mini campaign, but I don't want to call it a full campaign. We'll just kind of see how this goes, I guess. And if you guys have suggestions, maybe if I think of some voting poll things on what we want to do as an end goal. But for right now, we're just going to keep this as kind of a standard let's play, but we're going to have a lot of fun because I guarantee you I am going to get wrecked as the Timurids. If I do, I kind of will keep playing as them for a few turns, maybe until like people are like, dude, you suck at this enough, please stop doing it. In which case I'll be like, all right, I think I need to stop. But regardless, let's go ahead and hit play. We're going to hit normal mode because that's how I do things with the let's play. This is a new thing. A majority of the larger empires, larger countries will all get this. This kind of just goes over everything in the beginning. So HForHavoc is able to keep most of the empire together, yada yada, blah blah blah. As soon as he dies, the sons and grandsons, who are the governors and rulers essentially of Afghanistan, Fars, Khorasan, etc., they will start to rebel. Our religion is Sunni, which means we have a chance of a new heir, 100%. Cav to infantry ratio is plus 10%. Piety now goes by mysticism to legalism rather than unpious to pious, which I think is a really interesting feature. And then we also belong to a school of law within the Muslim religion. This is something unique to Muslims only, and it is predetermined for every single country that has this ability. So we have the Hanafi school, which gives us an admin tech cost of minus 5%. And that's for the entire campaign, which I think is really, really interesting. We are an empire. We are a monarchy. As a country with the Ikta government type, we can use our 3 different government interactions known as taxation policies. We'll get into that in a little bit, but it is interesting to note if we get to this point because we have the Ikta government, if we take over Cairo and we want to, we can actually reform to the Mamluk government type, which is a very unique thing. Again, go over to Quill 18 because he does a really good job. I watched his video and I was like, oh, it's a really good way to explain it. And then the environment, a tributary state, yada yada, blah blah blah. All right, so here we go. Right now, let's take a look at Liberty Desire. We have Transoxianistan, Khorasan, Fars, and Afghanistan. As you can see, Khorasan right now is actually doing pretty darn good. They like us. It's mainly because they have the least amount of development. I do believe, yeah, they do have the least amount. So that's the main thing. But as you can see, Transoxiana is almost to the point where they're going to rebel right now. And as you can see, the relative power of the combined vassals to the Timurids is approximately 122, or actually is 162%. And that's causing 122% of our issues. So, like I said, our leader, oh, clicked off the screen. Our leader, if I can ever get to the right thing, he is 67, so he's due to die anytime. He's been sick the entire year of 1444 leading up to this, and it's not really looking that good for us. So what we need to do, right off the bat, we need to build up our army. Now, we can do that through two ways, and I was looking through this earlier. Let's get to this guy right here. Okay, our government type is, of course, an empire. Here are our taxation laws. We can do efficient tax farming, which means for 20 years, we'll get a national tax modifier plus 15%, which is really good. But we also get 530 ducats right off the bat. That's option number one, and I'll explain here in a second. We have land acquisition, which means we get a core creation cost of 5%, but we also get 13,500 manpower, which is 1.5 times of what we have right now. That's an interesting way to do it. We also have lenient taxation. For 20 years, we get diplomatic relations or reputation +1, and then a liberty desire in our subjects decreases by 15%. Now, naturally, you would think, hey, choose that one because that will decrease your liberty desire of these guys. But here's the thing. When this guy dies, there's pretty much nothing stopping most, if not all, of these guys from rebelling. There is a chance that some of our guys will stick with us. And that's my hope, is that we will at least have some sort of allies that will stick with us. There's no guarantee. But that being said, this doesn't really make a whole lot of sense because we could end up with only one subject by the end of this, one vassal, and that's not worth it. Manpower would be really worth it. That gives us 23,000 manpower, but we start out plus 1.61 ducats, 124 in our treasury. We're not going to be able to field that many troops. Considering that one of these guys costs 10, we could 12 troops. And then we'd be in the negative and have to take out a loan, which is probably what we're going to have to do anyways. But I think we're going to go with efficient tax farming. We get 530 ducats, and here is another reason why. As one of the mechanics is army drilling and army professionalism. Right now, our professionalism is very low, which means we don't have a lot of modifiers. Now, neither does anyone else right now. Everyone starts at a professionalism rating of 0. And you build that up through various things, yada yada, blah blah blah. But what we are going to do is, I'm actually not going to put my leader in. I guess it doesn't matter. We'll go ahead and do him, whatever. But what we're going to do, we could do some drilling, which is always a way to go. I don't think we're going to do that right off the bat. No, I will. So here's my plan. We put in, I don't know, another 5,000 troops maybe, so that puts us at 23. The combined forces, let's see, that's 17, that's 20, that's 29. Assuming that everyone rebels, that's at least 29,000 troops we're going to have to go up against. So by building 5,000, I don't think it'll break the bank, and we'll then have 23,000 right off the bat. Our subjects go to war with us. Let's hire some mercenaries. I mean, right now, we lose 0.15 professionalism, but we don't really have any professionalism to begin with. So it really doesn't affect us. That's kind of the point of this update, is to kind of force you, as some of these smaller countries, or if you're kind of in more of a screwed position, to really focus on building some mercenaries at first. Then once you're able to, I've never really zoomed up this close. Then to be able to get a more professional army once you build that up. So that's what we're going to do. That's what we're going to do. We're going to go that way. We get some ducats. I'm going to go ahead and build some Muslim foot soldiers. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. That's our land force limit. Now, of course, we do get a higher cav to infantry ratio, but I'm not going to worry about that right now. Our manpower needs to recover. We're going to lose that as soon as they go to war with us. The riches of India. We need to own Lahore and all of those places. That's over in this way, which we could get there eventually. But right now, I'm going to try and incorporate Sistan into our country. Sistan, you're right here. Currently, they all have a disloyal attitude towards me. They don't really like me. Again, everything hinges on... Everything hinges on him dying or not dying. Advisors now also have a culture and a religion. I don't quite remember what it does. I did that video very early in the morning. But... Ooh. I like that. And then national tax modifier. Yeah. That sounds good. So already we're in the negative, but that's okay. And then, of course, adopt the title of Khalifa. Here we go. Let's look at this real quick. Legalism gives us our tax modifier, national manpower. When I first opened this up, I was like, oh, they kind of switched it around. But you have to remember, it's no longer pious and unpious. That's no longer relevant. Instead, it is two versions of being pious. You could be legalistic. I guess it's still saying that a measure of minus 100. I don't know. I don't think that's necessarily what it means. I think it just means these are the two spectrums. So regardless, we want to get down to mysticism because it gives us our bonus. So yearly prestige plus 0.5. He's gonna die soon. National unrest. What's our unrest right now? Is minus 0.81. I'm okay with it. We're not gonna worry about it. We only get 2 rivals. We have the Mamluks and apparently a Ajam. I will take that. Provincial instability. So we got some unrest going on over here. A lot of years to go. Okay, so let's try this. I'm nervous. I'm very nervous. I'm very nervous. Because they all hate me right now. Oh, I guess he doesn't. Coruscant? Yeah, dude. You still hate me? Maybe they'll all come around. We've gotten the humiliate rival Casus Belli. Nope, none of them want to do anything with me. So let's go ahead. A gathering storm. The aging ruler of the Timurid Empire, HForHavoc, has been ill since the beginning. Western Iran, the young prince Muhammad Baisangur, an ambitious grandson, has started to accept taxes and tokens of loyalty from a much larger region than his assigned government. Basically, if our guy dies, we are screwed. That's what that means. We need until the 25th of December. And there he goes. Wow, that was fast. After a lifelong of war and iron-fisted rule, Timur's heir and son, HForHavoc, has finally passed on. His life work has been to keep the empire his father built together. During his last years, he's been ill often, however, and his sons and cousins have used this time to prepare for the inevitable war of secession. So that's not good for us. That happened a lot sooner than it should have. Alright, we have even more issues. We have a peasants' war. National unrest is rather high. So I am going to take that. Give that down there. Coruscant wants to become a marsh. I don't know that I want to do that now. I don't want to give him a reason to attack me. Yeah, we're no longer friends with any of these people. Hold on real quick. What's their opinion of me? As you can see right now, we are... Oh. Fars. Let's influence you. And influence Coruscant. That would give me 9,000 more. Come on, boys. Get down here. There we go. Alright, we're at minus 1.36. That's alright. The Sheikh ul Islam The Sheikh al-Islam will not only authors fatwas himself, he'll also be the one to appoint many of the regional muftis in our region, and ultimately he's the person who will safeguard the legacy of the great sultan's edicts. Legitimacy moves towards mysticism. Let's move towards mysticism and gain that legitimacy bonus. We need to improve relations with you. Improve relations with you. Forget Sistan. There we go. We got 24,000. I thought we had 25. That's okay. We can get that boost back up. Gets that unrest down. And you can see Khorasan is actually already going down a little bit. Transoxiana has 14,000 troops, though. Here we go. Who sided with us? Subject has honored their military alliance with Sistan, and they're at war with us. Transoxiana has honored their military alliance. Dang it. So almost everybody. We have Khorasan, which is one of the smaller ones. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to try and knock these guys out all at once. I'm going to let them take over a majority of my army. Because I am at war with these guys, right? I am at war with Fars. And here we go. This is what we're going to do. We have to... We're going to go in debt. That's what it comes down to. There we go. Build us 9 troops. I'm going to let them build whatever they want to build. Yeah, you're going to get wrecked, dude. That was not a smart move, Khorasan. Not a smart move. There's going to be a lot of crap going down here. Combine together, please. Come down to here. Come down to here. Like I said, I'm going to let them take all of this. We're going to be in a bloody, bloody war for quite a while. You guys can come on down here. You can bring it on because I'll take you on. Bring it on, man. We're going at 3 speed. I am not taking any chances with this. There we go. That's a pretty big chunk of their army gone. Cruelty of mercenaries. The Faristan area gets terrorized by mercenaries until the 3rd. War is seldom without brutality. Soldiers not known for their mercy, but this war has seen some exceptionally vile behavior. It appears mercenaries, unsatisfied, have resorted to robbing. We're going to have to do that. I can't afford even higher mercenary costs. We're moving towards mysticism, as I've mentioned before. And we really need to take this area. We're not even worrying about that right now. We do get a morale boost in fort defense, so that's good. I mean, they'll take over everything they can. I mean, that's just what they're designed to do. But as soon as I take this guy, I imagine we can get Fars out of there. And that's kind of the goal. There we go. No? Is that a little too much? I'm talking specifically to Fars here. You know what? For right now, we can have them annul all treaties there so they're completely gone. I don't even know that I could get anything here. We could just get some money out of them, extort some money. All I really care about, Sistan's fine. No, I think that works. Nice, we got one army out of the way. Come on, catch them. Oh, perfect. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh, we're considered the attacker. Come on. Yeah, we're going to lose that. Dadgummit. And now we're going to get caught there where we lose almost all of our army. Well, we're down by 17,000 men, so that's good. Alright, so what's our next target? Our next target could be Sistan. I mean, combined, we don't have a whole lot of troops. So, Fars... I mean, they have nearly on 20,000 troops. Between the lot of them. Dargah. The Sufi Sheikh has passed away, and Balk and his followers are now putting up a shrine in his honor. If we... No, dude, I'm moving towards mysticism all the way. We're going to get as much benefits as possible from this. We are very screwed, by the way. Yep, we're taking out quite a big loan. We're gonna have a very, very many loans. Let's catch these guys. And we've got revolts now. That's fun. And apparently we can't even hardly beat a measly army of 6,000 men. Not without dying. I don't really know of the best way to accomplish this. I really, really don't. Well, dang it, then we're going to get caught there. We're going to be considered the attackers. Let's see what happens here. I mean, we just don't have the troops. We're gonna have to wipe peace. Dadgummit. Okay, so we have no vassals now, do we? We have Fars and we have Khorasan. Okay, I'm okay with that. That was awful. We are... Oh, wow. Consolidate units. Detach mercenaries. We have 839 men to our name. And honestly, we didn't really lose that much. We probably could have just white flagged them a way long time ago and been fine with it. Okay, so Fars is ours, and so is what? Khorasan? Khorasan and Fars. That's fine with me. Alright, yep, absolutely. What is this? The Sufi order founded by Abul al-Najib Suhrawardi is a strictly Sunni order that is guided by the Shafi school of Islamic law. Although it has existed since the 11th century, it had a small revival these last years and has played an important role in the formation of the conservative new piety. Futuwas being guilds that emphasize honesty, peacefulness, gentleness, generosity, avoidance of complaint, hospitality in life, has also brought back to life by the Suhrawardi. Mysticism all the way, my man. Okay, so that's extremely unfortunate and not a good start for us. At all. We have a looming disaster of a peasants' war. What happens? Manpower levels need to be at 50%. That is not going to happen anytime soon. Let's do that, so that way that progress kind of goes down. There we go. Okay, good. Oh, alright, so we can't really do anything. I'm going to get my guy up in here. We could actually drill him. So what that means, an alliance from Biapus. Where is Biapus? No, you are a tiny nobody. I'm not going to do that. Sorry. We need a new rival. We can make that Afghanistan. Afghanistan, sorry. Cool. Well, we currently have nothing. The spread of extreme practices. We're moving all the way over there, my friends. We're currently at 52. Minus 52. Let's start converting those guys, people. No, you're not going to be in March. I still don't want you there. So this is what we have right now. We're going to drill. We have almost nobody, but that's okay. We need to increase our relations here. So this isn't too bad. We would gain a decent amount of space. And then we have, they are allied with Transoxiana, so are they. They're allied with both, so that's extremely unfortunate. We are very much not in a good place. Where's Yas? No, I will not. The only thing that sucks is our subjects. Actually, we're doing good. We're doing really good. And right now we are gaining influence. We are doing all that good stuff. We are gaining drilling, sorry. Drilling. So here's another thing we can do. We now have the ability to pull development from certain places. Like here, if we wanted to, we could debase that manpower, and we could get quite a bit of or debase the military part and get quite a bit of manpower from it. That's a really cool mechanic. That's a really cool mechanic. So in a way, we could quickly build that up if we wanted to do so. Obviously, you can't go below 1. So in reality, we really don't have all that many places that we could do it in. Even though that does affect our maximum manpower. So it's like a give and take kind of a deal. Like, is it worth what we're wanting to do? In this case, I think it is. So we have to figure out how we're going to survive this. I think we're doing pretty good, actually. I think we got out of this very, very well. I'm going to go ahead and debase that. We're going to start improving relations over there. And my cav are almost ready. It'll be interesting to see once I bring all these guys together if the army drill goes down. It goes down a little bit. I think it kind of averages out good. All right, so we're not doing too bad. I really don't think we are. We could actually take that down. And they won't do an alliance with me. I bet they would. Here we go. This is what we're gonna... Let's see. If I want to take these guys back, Baluchistan, I think I am gonna have to do something with you. These guys won't come in. Let's improve their army strength. And then maybe they would come in if we were to go to war with Transoxiana. There we go. There's that alliance. The Nogai. Yes. They got 12,000. So that's a pretty decent start. That is a pretty decent start. We are working on our army drilling. Look at that. Eventually, we'll get up to a 10% land fire damage, 10% shock damage, 10% fire damage received, and minus 10% shock damage received. So it really does give you an incentive combined with our morale that we are currently working on right now. I would say that's a pretty good chance that if we get drawn into another war with these people, we're going to be able to handle them quite well. We have our fleets and stuff. Let's select the other guy. Can we protect any trade? No. Can we hunt pirates? That doesn't give us anything. Can we be a privateer? Ooh, there we go. Goa. Hide. And we currently don't even have any ships. We will repay that loan, actually. I forgot about the loan. 2 of them. Religious pragmatism works for me. And our balance is actually significantly higher now, which is sweet. I'm really excited, guys. I'm terrified. Don't let me fool you. I am terrified of what could happen here. But I think we will have an... Oh, no. 1463. Would they... I think we could get up to... There's another stability. I think we could get up to the point where we could start taking these people back. Not these guys. They'd never do that. I don't think. So really, they just didn't want to be under my rule. 60 military. We try to keep the Timurid army military strong, modern, and domestically supported, but sometimes our priorities end up in conflict. Increasing imports is a tempting option. If we need to import, we gain 60 military power, and Transoxiana's opinion goes up. Yeah, let's do that. So we couldn't do that, because they have more than 100 total development. They will never come to us. These guys will not either. They are our rival. So our safest bet is Sistan. I think they would come to us. It just take a little bit of time. That's fine though. So we have, I mean, they're not going to do anything with us, so I'm not going to worry about worrying about them. We have an alliance. We don't have an alliance with those guys. So there is an option. And again, as you can see, that drilling is going down a little bit, but that's okay. We're slowly building up our empire, slowly rebuilding, just a little bit. Look at that, 0 liberty desired. That is fantastic. Masood has tragically died. Well, good lord, man. Oh, I didn't want to do that. That's okay, though. Continue drilling, my friends. So the real question is there a way that we can exploit them a little bit? Conversion successful. Good. Forces them to change their religion to yours. I think that would be worth it, and that would decrease a little bit of issues. This will anger them. We take lands from them. Their liberty desire will increase by 30% and become 21%. Oh, okay. Can we only do that once in a while? We can invite a scholar. Okay, so here's another deal. Real quick, and then we'll end the episode. So we can invite a scholar. If we have enough influence over relations with someone, then we can invite someone, and they stay with us for 20 years. So as you can see, all the different schools of law, different things that we can get. Right now, we have enough relations with the Jafari school where we can get shock damage plus 10% for 20 years. Totally worth it. Totally worth it. So what we're going to do is we're going to build a few more soldiers. There we go. We're going to let them build up. They're going to get in this army. Coruscant still wants to be a march, but I'm not going to do that. Let's all get in here. Look at that. Some of these guys are really, really good. So anyways, guys, that's going to be it. We'll let them fight it all out. Guys, I really hope you enjoyed this first episode. We were able to break through and figure all this crap out. That was slightly scary, though. Hormuz, where's that? Over there? Where is Hormuz? Oh, it's right there. Yeah, that's fine. So anyways, I hope you enjoyed this, guys. We will, if there's something you want me to do with this campaign, then be sure to let me know in the comment section. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. Again, I don't really know what I am going to do. The spread of extreme practices, we're moving down there. But I do know we are going to gain all of our old cores back. We will reestablish the Timurid Empire under our establishment. That's what we will do. That is one of the end goals. It's just kind of how we want to do it, that might be a little bit different. We're going to repel those guys, and I'm going to build a spy network there. And these guys still won't do anything? No. Build a spy network there, just so we can start building all of that stuff. But if you did enjoy it, guys, give it a thumbs up. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. Follow me on Twitch, on Twitter, and on Facebook. Guys, I really hope you're going to enjoy this Let's Play, because I am very much going to enjoy it. We've got a lot of things we need to do, and as we go along, I will explain more and more about the things that are going on. As you can see over here, they are forming their own new empire. Very nice. I'm excited to see what happens in the region of the Middle East over here. But guys, we'll see you in the next episode. This is Havoc, and I'm out of here. Peace!